How'd you get over here? I just saw you go over there.
I went out through my window. Watson, don't leave me.
No, doctor.
Get that man down out of here.
Yes, doctor.
No, don't leave me.
But you said...
Don't be on the telephone.
Yes, doctor.
Don't leave me.
Dunphy, give that guy Dad's clothes and get him down here right away.
Watson, don't leave me.
Just a minute, doctor. Judge Gaffney.
I want to see Dr. Chumley.
Hello, Myrtle.
Chumley, we've got to talk to you. This thing is serious. More serious than you suspect. Where can we go to talk?
Not in there.
The doctor does not want you in his office.
No, sir.
Then sit down, Dr. Chumley. Sit down, Myrtle May.
Sit down, Dr. Chumley. Sit down, Myrtle May. Watson, don't leave me.
Now, here are my notes. The facts. Can anybody hear me?
We can hear you. Is that good?
Now, Chumley, has it ever occurred to you that possibly there might be something like this Rabbit Harvey?
Of course there isn't. Anyone who thinks so is crazy. Don't look at me like that. There's nothing funny about me. I'm like my father's family. They're all dead.
Now then, my client, the plaintiff, Mrs. Vita Louise Simmons, under oath swears that on the morning of November 2nd, while standing in the kitchen of her home, hearing her name called, she turned and saw this great white rabbit Harvey. He was staring at her. Resenting the intrusion, the plaintiff made certain remarks and drove the creature from the room. He went.
What'd she say?
She was emphatic. The remarks are not important.
I want to know how she got this creature out of her sanitarium. I need her home.
I hate for you to have to tell him, Judge. It isn't a bit like Mother.
Oh, quit all the stalling. Let's have it.
Well, she looked him right in the eye and exclaimed in the heat of anger, "To hell with you!"
To hell with you! He won?
Yes, he went. But that's besides the point. The point is it perjury or is it something we can cope with? I ask for your opinion.
Ruthie, there you are.
Dr. Sanderson, forget about what I said this afternoon. I want you on my staff. You are a very astute young man.
Oh, baby!
See you later. You've just got to keep Uncle Elwood out here, Doctor.
Oh, no. I want the sanitarium the way it was before that man came out here this afternoon.
I know what you mean.
You do?
Well, it certainly gets on anyone's nerves the way Uncle Elwood knows what's going to happen before it happens. This morning, for instance, he told us that Harvey told him Mrs. McElhenney's Aunt Rose would drop in unexpectedly tonight from Cleveland.
And did she?
Oh, did she what?
Aunt Rose, did she drop in like he said she would?
Oh yes, those things always happen the way Uncle Elwood says they will. But what of it? What do we care about the McElhenneys?
You say this sort of thing happens often.
Oh yes, and isn't it silly? Uncle Elwood says Harvey tells him everything. Harvey knows everything. How could he, when there's no such thing as Harvey?
Fly specks! I've been spending my life among fly specks while miracles have been leaning on lampposts on 18th and Fairfax.
Oh, good. Nobody here but people. Oh, Mother, you promised you wouldn't come out here.
Good evening to you. Now, Myrtle, I brought Elwood's bathrobe, you see. What are you all doing just standing around? I thought you'd be committing him.
Sit down there, girl.
I will not sit down there. I will sit down here.
How about you meet stepping out Saturday night, Myrtle?
Oh, certainly not. Myrtle, they come here right now.
I'm sorry.
Is it all settled?
It will be.
Doctor, may I give an opinion?
Yes, do, by all means.
Doctor, it's my opinion that Elwood P. Dowd is suffering from a third-degree hallucination, and the other one is the victim of autosuggestion. It's my diagnosis and recommendation that Mr. Dowd gets shock formula number 977, and the other one just gets bed rest at home.
You do.
That's my diagnosis, Doctor. Mr. Dowd will not see this big rabbit anymore after the injection. We've used it in hundreds of psychopathic cases.
Oh, don't you go calling my brother a psychopathic case! We've never had anything like that in this family.
But if you didn't think Uncle Elwood was psychopathic, why did you bring him out here?
What else was I supposed to do? I couldn't put him in jail, could I? This whole thing isn't Elwood's fault, dear! Why did Harvey have to choose Elwood? Out of everybody in the town, why does he have to bother him?
Now stop putting your oar in. Keep your oar out. If this shock formula brings people back to reality, then give it to him. That's where we want Elwood.
I'm not sure it would work on a case like this.
It always has.
Well, I suppose Harvey always does follow Elwood home.
He does?
Yes, but if Elwood doesn't see Harvey anymore, then Harvey will come to the door and why, I'll deal with him.
Mother, would you stop talking about Harvey as if there was such a thing?
Myrtle, you've got a lot to learn, and why I hope you never learn it.
Shh, here he is!
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening, Elwood. I brought your bathrobe.
Thank you, Vita.
Well, what do we do, Doctor? We got to do something.
Yes, we certainly do.
I should say so.
Yes, it's imperative.
Well, while you're making up your minds, why don't we go down to Charlie's place and have a drink?
Elwood, you are not going anywhere tonight.
Yes, Uncle Elwood.
Stay here, son.
I plan to leave. You want me to stay. An element of conflict in any discussion is a good thing. It means everybody is taking part and nobody is left out. I like that. Oh, how did you get along with Harvey, Doctor?
We're all waiting for your answer, Doctor.
What?
What is your decision?
I must be alone with this man. Will you all step into the other room? I'll have my diagnosis shortly.
Oh, do hurry, Doctor.
I will.
Elwood, you're staying here, honey.
Mr. Dappen, let me get you this chair. And a cigarette. Is there anything else I can get you?
What did you have in mind?
Mr. Dappen, what kind of a man are you? Where did you come from?
Didn't I give you one of my cards?
And where on the face of this tired old earth did you find a thing like him?
Harvey the Conclusion?
Is it true that he has a function that he can
Yes, advance notice. I'm happy to say it is. Harvey is versatile. Harvey can stop clocks.
What?
You've heard that expression of, his face would stop a clock.
Yes, but why? To what purpose?
Harvey says that he can look at your clock and stop it, and you can go away for as long as you'd like, with whomever you'd like, and go as far as you'd like. And when you come back, not 1 minute will have ticked by.
You mean that he can...
Einstein has overcome time and space. Harvey has overcome not only time and space, but any objections.
And does he do this for you?
He's willing to at any time, but so far I haven't been able to think of any place I'd rather be. I always have a wonderful time just where I am, whoever I'm with. I'm having a fine time right now with you, Doctor.
I know where I'd go.
Where?
I'd go to Akron.
Akron.
There's a cottage camp outside Akron in a grove of maple trees. Cool, green, beautiful.
My favorite trip.
I'd go there with a pretty young woman, a strange woman, a quiet woman.
Under a tree?
I wouldn't even want to know her name. I would just be Mr. Brown.
Why wouldn't you want to know her name? You might be acquainted with the same people.
I'd send out for cold beer. I'd talk to her. I'd tell her things I hadn't told anyone before. Things I have deep in here. And then I'd send out for more cold beer.
No whiskey?
Beer's better.
Maybe under a tree, but she might like a highball.
I wouldn't let her talk to me. But as I talked to her, I would want her to reach out. Soft, white hand, stroke my hair and say, "Poor thing, oh you poor thing."
How long would you like that to go on?
2 weeks?
What did I get monotonous? Just Akron beer and poor thing for 2 weeks?
Oh no, it would be wonderful.
I can't help but feel you're making a mistake in not allowing that woman to talk. If she gets around at all, she may have picked up some very interesting little news items. And I know you're making a mistake with all that beer and no whiskey, but it's your 2 weeks.
Cold beer in Akron. One last fling. God, man!
Do you think you'd like to lie down for a while?
No, Mr. Dappen, would he do this for me?
He could and he might have. I've never heard Harvey say a word against Akron. By the way, Doctor, where is Harvey?
Why, don't you know?
The last time I saw him, he was with you. He's probably waiting for me down at Charlie's.
Charlie's, that's right, that's where he is. He's at Charlie's.
Excuse me, Doctor.
Where are you going?
I couldn't leave without saying goodnight to my friend, Dr. Sanderson.
Mr. Dappen, Dr. Sanderson is not your friend. None of these people are your friends. I am your friend.
Well, thank you, Doctor, and I'm yours.
And the sister of yours, she's at the bottom of this conspiracy against you. She's trying to get you locked up. She had commitment papers drawn up this morning. Elwood, she brought you out here.
My sister did all that in one afternoon? Vita is certainly a whirlwind.
God, man! Haven't you any righteous indignation?
Doctor, my mother used to say to me, in this world, Elwood, she always called me Elwood. In this world, Elwood, you must be oh so smart or oh so pleasant. Well, For years I was smart. I recommend Pleasant. You may quote me.
Just a second. I will protect you. I'll lock her up if you would like me to do that. Would you like me to do that?
Oh, no, doctor, no. Not unless Vita wanted it that way. I mean, not that you don't have a nice place out here. It's just, I think Vita would be happier at home with me and Harvey and Myrtle May. Miss Kelly, diviner grace has never brightened this enchanting face. Ovid's fifth elegy. My dear, you will never look lovelier.
Oh, I'll never feel happier, Mr. Dowd. I know it.
Well!
Sorry, Doctor.
I wonder if I'd be able to remember any more of that poem.
Say, maybe that rabbit guy's a good one. Probably never kissed me.
Ovid has always been my favorite poet.
Okay, pal, you're discharged.
Mr. Get your hands off that man.
What?
Apologize to Mr. Dowd.
Apologize to him.
Apologize.
The guy with the rabbit.
Apologize!
I apologize. This is the door.
If I leave, I'll remember it.
Mr. Dowd, do women often come up to you and kiss you like Miss Kelly just did?
Every once in a while.
Yes.
I encourage it too.
Oh, to hell with decency! I've got to get that rabbit! Go on and knock.
Doctor,
Just a minute, Dowd. Dr. Chumley, do you agree with my diagnosis?
Yes, bring them all in.
Thank you, Doctor. Judge Gaffney, Mrs. Simmons, will you please step in here a minute?
Is it all settled?
I find I concur with Dr. Simmons.
Thank you, Doctor.
Oh, that's wonderful. What a relief.
Good boy.
Well, let's celebrate. I have some new bars listed in the back of this book.
This injection carries a violent reaction. We're going to need his consent if we're going to give it to him. Do you think he'll give it?
Well, of course he will if I ask him.
To give up this rabbit, I doubt it.
But don't ask him, just give it to him!
Bessie's Barn Dance, Blondie's Chicken Inn, Better Late Than Never, Benny's Drive-In.
Elwood!
We'll go to Benny's Drive-In. We should telephone for a table. How many of us will there be, Vita?
1, 2, 3. Elwood!
Mr. Dowd, I have an injection for you, formula 977. It'll be good for you. Will you take it?
Elwood, you won't see this rabbit anymore.
But you will see your responsibilities, your duties.
Well, I'm sure if you thought of it, Doctor, it must be a very fine thing. And if I happen to run into anybody who needs it, I'll be glad to recommend it. For myself, I wouldn't care for it.
See what I have to deal with, Dodge? You see what I have to deal with, Doctor?
Vita, do you want me to take this?
Elwood, I just want what's best for you. I've known you for years. You know I'd do anything for you, but oh, that Harvey, he won't do anything for you. He's making a fool out of you, Elwood. Please, don't be a fool.
I won't.
Elwood, you could amount to something. Why, you could be on the Western Slope waterboard if you just went down there and asked.
All right, Vita, if that's what you want, me and Harvey will go over and ask them tomorrow.
Tomorrow! I hope I never see another tomorrow. Now that means having to live in that house with that Harvey. I can't have anyone over. I have no social life. Why, I really have no life at all. I'm just completely miserable. I wish I were dead. But I guess you don't care.
I've always thought that Vita should have everything she wants. Vita, are you sure? All right, I'll take it. But where do I go, Doctor?
In Dr. Sanderson's office, right this way.
Say goodbye to the old fellow for me, won't you?
Now, how long will this take, Doctor?
It should only take a few minutes. Why don't you wait here?
All right, we'll wait.
Dr. Sanderson said it wouldn't take long. Oh, Mother, don't fidget. I can't help it.
Come in. What do you want?
I'm looking for a little short. Oh, there you are. Lady, you jumped out of my cab without paying me.
I'm so sorry. I completely forgot. How much is it?
All the way out here from town, $2.75.
All right. 1 minute, all right? Let's see. No. Dear, it seems I've come off without my coin purse. Myrtle, do you have any money, dear?
Oh, I spent that money Uncle Elwood gave me for my new hairdo for the party.
Oh. Judge, do you have any money I could give this man?
Sorry, nothing but a check.
We don't take checks.
I know.
Dr. Chambly, do you have $2.75 I could give the taxi driver?
Haven't got my wallet on me. Gotta get on with this injection.
All right, well, I'll have to get the money for my brother, but you see, he's in there getting an injection right now, so you'll just have to wait a few minutes.
You're gonna get my money from your brother and he's in there getting some of that stuff they should have here?
Yes, it won't take long.
Lady, I want my money now.
But I just said it won't be but a few minutes, said I want you to drive us back to town anyways.
And I just said I want my money now, or I'm nosing my cab back to town and you can wait for the bus at 6 in the morning.
Well, of all the pig-headed, stubborn things!
I should say so.
What's the matter with you?
Nothing that 275 won't fix. You heard me. Take it or leave it.
This is utterly ridiculous! Dr. Chumley, would you let Elwood come out here a moment?
Don't be too long now.
Elwood, would you give this man $2.75 and not a penny more? He's been very, very rude.
How do you do it? Dowd is my name, Elwood P.
Lofgren's mine. E.J.
Oh, I'm glad to know you, Mr. Lofgren. This is my sister, Mrs. Simmons, my charming little niece, Myrtle May Simmons, Judge Gaffney, and Dr. Chumley.
Hi.
Have you lived around here long, Mr. Lofgren?
Yeah, I've lived around here all my life.
Do you enjoy your work?
It's okay. I've been driving for Apex cabs 15 years, and my brother Joe, he's been driving for Brown cabs nearly 12.
You drive for Apex and your brother Joe for Browns? Well, that's interesting, isn't it, Vita?
Very.
Mr. Lofgren, let me give you one of my cards.
Best be getting on with this, Mr. Dowd.
Certainly. 1 minute. My sister and my charming little niece live with me here at this address. Won't you and your brother come and have dinner with us sometime?
Sure, I'd be glad to.
When?
Well, I couldn't any night but Tuesday. I'm on duty all the rest of the week.
You and your brother must come and have dinner with us Tuesday. We'll be expecting you and be delighted to see you, won't we, Vita?
Elwood, I'm sure this man has friends of his own.
Vita, one can't have too many friends.
Elwood, do not keep Dr. Chumley waiting. That's rude.
Of course. Here you are. Keep the change. It's been very pleasant meeting you, and I hope to see you and your brother on Tuesday. Excuse me now.
Sweet guy.
Well, you could have as well waited.
Oh, no. Lady, listen. I've driven them up here to get some of that stuff, and I've driven them back home after they've had it. It changes them.
Well, I certainly hope so.
And you ain't kidding. On the way out here, they sit back, they relax, and they enjoy the ride. They talk to me. We'll watch the birds flying, and we'll watch the sunsets. Sometimes we'll watch the birds flying when there ain't no birds flying. And we'll watch the sunsets when it's raining. We have a swell time, and I always get a big tip. But afterwards,
Afterwards, well, what does afterwards mean?
They grab. They tell me to watch the lights, watch the brakes, watch the intersections. They got no faith in me or my buggy. Yet the same cab, the same driver, and we're going over the very same roads. It's no fun, and no tips either.
No, my brother has always been very generous. He would have tipped you anyways.
Not after this, you won't. Lady, after this, your brother will be a perfectly normal human being. You ain't know what bastards they are. Glad I met you. Oh, wait.
Judge Gaffney, Myrtle May, no. Stop it! Stop the injection! Elwood, get out here! Elwood! I don't want to let that out of my Stop it! You shut up! I remember your father. Well, I remember my father.
What is all this commotion?
Dear.
Dr. Chumley, what's the trouble? She's standing off again. She wants to stop the injection.
Oh, you haven't given it to him yet, have you?
Not yet, but we're about to. Take Miss Simmons away.
Don't you touch me, you animal!
You don't know what you want. You didn't want that rabbit either.
And what's wrong with Harvey? If I want to live with him and Myrtle May and Elwood want to live with him, what's it to you? You don't have to come around. Frankly, it's none of your business. Elwood!
There, Vita. Vita's all tired out. She's done a lot today.
Oh, have it your own way. I'm not giving up my game at the club again, no matter how big the animal is.
Oh, let's get out of here. I hate this place. Why, I wish I'd never seen it.
Let's see here.
Just whatever Vita says, Doctor.
Dear, look at that. I had my coin purse all along. I could have paid that driver myself. Harvey. Well, hurry along, Elwood. Hurry along, Myrtle May. We must get out of here.
Good night, Mr. Wilson. Good night, Dr. Chumley.
Come along, Elwood.
Dr. Chumley, for years I've known my family thinks of Harvey, but I've often wondered what Harvey's family thinks of me. There you are! I've been looking all over for you. Where have you been? Let's head on out to Charlie's place then, huh?
Mr. Dunn, please don't take him from me. Can you stay here?
Whatever Harvey wants to do is entirely up to him, and he knows that. Oh, well, it's up to you. Do you want to stay with Dr. Chumley? Oh, well, that's fine. That's fine.
Have you ever been to Akron? Akron!
I thought you decided to go with Dr. Chumley. Oh, welcome. Well, thank you, Harvey. I prefer you too.